Welcome back to another Sebastian story. Oh, sweet pappies. We're back at it again, telling the sweet boy's story. And of course, he is our adopted Corso Italiano. He's been ours at home for about 3 years now. And in that time, we've had a lot of great fun and watching this big old pappy flap grow. He just keeps getting bigger. We we don't know when the growth really stops. But we've been having a lot of fun. And of course, on our channel, we just noticed that we had our first video go over 1,000 views. And woohoo, go pappy, go! You know, yes, of course, that's a big nothing burger in terms of what YouTube does. You know, we're not hitting Adele's 20 million views in 12 hours or anything like that, but, you know, we're on our way. But we, of course, that video was 5 reasons not to get a Cane Corso. A lot of useful information for people that are contemplating the breed. So the obvious response to that would be to do a video on 5 reasons why you should get a Cane Corso. And of course, we've got both sweet Sebastian and his sleeping adopted sister, Luna, also part Cane Corso. We believe Sebastian is full. His paperwork said mixed from Atlanta Humane, but we couldn't tell you what that other breed is. We don't see it. We don't find any unusual behaviors. He very well matches the breed standard for Cane Corso, so that's what we're going with. And of course, the first reason to get a Cane Corso Italiano would be just the absolute loyalty. And of course, everyone says, you know, oh, their dog's always the most loyal, and they're never wrong. All dogs are the best, and they're all the loyalist. However, Cane Corso truly takes that statement, hi honey, Cane Corso truly takes that statement to a whole new level. I have never experienced an animal that adores his family as much as this guy. I've never experienced a dog that so inherently wants to protect his family. We were not looking for a guard dog, but for people out there that are, I don't think you could do much better than a Cane Corso. I know, guys, right? They're just the absolute best. They instinctively are always on guard. They always have one eye open, even from a deep sleep. This sweet boy will shoot up and be ready to go when the wind changes direction outside. It is absolutely outrageous. I have never seen an animal that is so switched on as Sebastian. And of course, Luna too. She's mixed with Great Dane and possibly some others in there too. My little Ridgeback, hi honey. She's watching me, but that's what they do. They are always watching. They are always paying attention to what's going on. And it's something that a lot of people are actively seeking these days. And for whatever reason, that's great and all. We just want to focus on why this breed is as amazing as it is. Historically, Cane Corso was bred as a guard dog. They were dogs of war. They were bred down from the large Molossian breed out of Greece. And at the fall of the Roman Empire, after they'd taken those dogs home and bred them down, Molossians are huge dogs. Cane Corso is not. It is a big popular thing on the internet to go, oh, I've got this huge, strong Cane Corso. Yes, they are a large breed, but they are not 150-pound plus breed. That's not a Cane Corso. That's one that has likely been mixed with Neapolitan or others. They are light, they are agile, they are strong as anything. And that is one of the real defining characteristics. And we've done videos on like the agility that Sebastian exhibits. That is not possible with a lot of other dogs. And he shows that despite having a broken paw, he's still able to throw his whole mass around like it's nothing. And his ability to jump, he does a vertical jump like very few dogs can. And that's just something by nature with him. I'm not training him to do these things. He is just that naturally physically capable. And that's one of the real big differentiating factors when you're looking at the Molossian descended breeds, namely Cane Corso, which came first. And then later on, you have the Neapolitan, which is a larger, albeit wonderful and great breed they're just not as capable in the agility and sporting department as Cane Corso Italiano. And that's how those dogs were bred. They took the best characteristics that they felt they wanted and developed their breed that way. And that's what became Cane Corso Italiano. And another reason to want to have a Cane Corso Italiano in your home, and going along with, of course, talking about Sebastian's agility and his physical needs and everything, and little Petunia's already asleep because they were running like crazy yesterday. That's one of the best parts. You, as their caretaker, you probably can go ahead and quit the gym, because if you take these dogs on full time, you don't need to go to the gym. They will burn all the calories off you, no problem. You are moving all day. They have an enormous amount of energy that has to be expended. I do not exaggerate when I say they need at least 4 hours of playtime a day, and that can be broken up into walks and doing whatever. And of course, with Sebastian and his broken paw, we do have to manage him. They have an enormous amount of energy that has to be expended every day. And so that means that you can and should be involved in that, because you want to have that quality relationship with these animals. They are beyond devoted to their family. They adore, they cherish, and they will stop at nothing to make sure that person or their people are always feeling the same way they are. What more could you possibly want from your sweet pappy? Right, honey? Another reason to get a Cane Corso Italiano would be that if you enjoy the puppy phase, well, this breed truly takes a full 4 years, written out in both the domestic in the US and the international standards of the breed. These dogs take 4 full years to mature. And that is both emotionally, the way they grow up and become more responsible and less clingy, and quite not so much a shadow like little Luna is right now. She is. I try not to trip on her every morning because she is truly right at my feet. And Sebastian was the same way when he first came home, and he was about the same age, almost 7 months, that she is nearing herself now. When he came home. And so yes, the growth is very slow with these dogs. You have 4 full years to watch this little pappy grow up and fill out and develop. And thankfully his teething is pretty well finished now. But that's one thing to kind of be aware of, and that's why I brought it up as a reason not to in our other video, is that you have a dog with giant serrated teeth that wants to chew on things constantly, and you always have to make sure you're providing bones. Of course, I'm a big proponent of using marrow bones. It's beef marrow bone. You boil it in water for 30 minutes. You get a great bone stock for yourself. But then you also have a healthy, natural chew toy for them that isn't made of plastic or anything like that. It's really the best possible option. Isn't that right, little Luna? My sweet honey. But as I say with both of these dogs, they're so wonderful, and Cane Corso is not a common breed. You do not see them frequently, and they're not always the most social either. They really cherish their family to a level that you have to have the space for them, and you have to have the time for them. But when you do have the time for them, getting to watch this sweet boy grow up, and now this sweet girl grow up too, I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world. And so to get 4 full years of that maturity process, beautiful. I love it, and I hope other people do too. And another reason to have a Cane Corso would be they are simply the best friend you will ever have. I'm sure a lot of people out there can talk about how great their best friends are, but in my experience, these dogs are tops. They are so devoted, so loyal, so loving. I mean, I've just never seen a breed that is so determined to love, that they want to have, he jumps up and hugs. That's his big thing. And of course, that's coming from a dog that spent the first 6 months of his life being abused by humans. It took me almost a year to be able to walk him on a leash and go and get the mail and have him not try and strangle himself on the other end of the leash to get away, thinking I was going to hit him with the mail. I mean, that's what he experienced in the beginning of his life, and now he's realized, oh wow, hey, maybe not all people are so bad. And now when he sees anybody, it's almost gone too far the other way, and so and he's like, oh, another person, hi, love me, and how wonderful, especially when we're talking about dog rescue, that you've got an animal that can see through all the pain and misery that they experienced before and go, wow, there's still a lot of great joy and fun to be had in life. And just like right now, we're waiting to do his physical therapy. That is my final point on why this is such a wonderful breed and you should want Cane Corso in your life, is that they require you to maintain a routine. You cannot deviate. These dogs will get very upset with you and will let you know in a variety of ways what they're thinking and feeling. They're very expressive. And no, I don't mean they're destructive. Sebastian, of course, while he was teething, did chew on some corners. He did not, and he chewed on some pillows and soft things, because that's what they really want when they're just, they've got so much pain. Their ears are radiating heat when they're teething. And you just know that they're suffering, and you want to do whatever you can for them. And when you provide as many bones as you can, sometimes it's just not enough. Nevertheless, you are able to provide a routine for them, so they at least have some expectation of what each day will bring. And it gets fun when things get mixed up. But for the most part, knowing that they're going to be fed and walked and played at pretty consistent times. And of course, bedtime is a real big one with both of these dogs. They do not tolerate deviating from their sleep schedule. If you love sleep, well, then this is a dog that'll make sure that does not matter who is over, they're going to need to leave by 8 p.m. sharp. So it's time for bed. Everybody out. We're going. Bye-bye. He's the best boy. He loves everybody, but he definitely, when he's tired and he wants to sleep, you're not going to stand in his way, and he'll just throw himself down on top of you or do whatever he needs to get that point across that, hey guys, I'm tired. I did all my things today. I guarded the home. I protected my family, and I played, and I ate my good food, and now I'm ready to sleep. So if that's something that's important to you, which I would hope it is to everybody, another great reason for this breed to have in your life and in your family and in your heart. They're amazing. We love them, and we will always keep these sweet pappies around, even when they're completely passed out in the back seat. As always, thank you so very much for watching. We're having a great time telling these stories, and we'll be back again soon with more. Thanks again.